Good evening, folks. How is everybody doing? Chord Dave coming at you, and here is, hang on, clear the screen off the thing. Where is it? There we go. And then just cover my face because it works better. Uh, just kidding. Nice to see you all. Thanks for joining so early. Really appreciate it. And yeah, nice to hang out with you for the next couple of hours. Beer, of course, was retrieved before the show, so that's why I was a little bit later than the 10 p.m. start time. Hope you're all doing well. We got some stuff to talk about, mostly from videos that we did this week. So before we get started, thanks for joining me and a very Irish sláinte. So, for those interested, we're back with the Hobgoblin Ruby Ale, which my local supermarket is selling for €2. So the deal could not be bettered. So that's what we're back with this week. So nice to see you. And Hail Mary Recordings has kicked us off with the comment. I think today would be a great day for you to play some Sabbath riffs for us. I haven't heard you play yet. Well, yeah, well, I mean, there are videos on the channel of me playing. They tend to get me ripped to shreds by people. Uh, so I tend not to play too much on the channel. But I am recording tomorrow a video of the Telecaster, the contemporary Telecaster from Squire. So there will be playing on the channel this week. Don't know which day. It depends. There's two potential news stories coming this week. One a release from Gibson that is, I don't know what it is, but I've been told they may be releasing something this week. And the second one, the second one is a complete Hail Mary, so I'm not even going to mention it. So it's either Tuesday or Thursday this week that I will have my Telecaster video, depending on what happens newsworthy wise. So anyway, we'll get into all that soon. But yeah, if you haven't seen me play, you are the lucky one, sir. Thanks for your comment. I really appreciate it. We appreciate everyone. Chai Pub's always here, and he says the Bax or BAX, not sure which one, have the Billy what's his name player pack for Europe. Delivery times are 6 months though. Yeah, I was surprised. Somebody told me, somebody said in the comments of that video that the player pack, well, they said I got my Billy Joe guitar in the UK. So I presume they're referencing that the player pack is only supposed to be available in the US. That's what the internet told me when I researched it. So how true it is, I don't know. It feels a bit unlikely they would only sell it in the US, but it's probably a delivery thing. So maybe it is in 6 months' time. They expect to have them in Europe, but for sure it is a cool beginner's guitar. I think the one that's in the player pack. There's nothing wrong with bolt-on neck guitars, but you know, everyone and the world is an Epiphones and Gibson set neck snob, including myself. So it's all good. But when it comes to Fenders, we don't care. So anyway, all good stuff. Marty McFly, 82 Squires, is here again. Thanks for joining us. Tempted by the Epi Billy Joe Armstrong signature guitar, mainly for that case. The case is cool. If anyone has not seen my video or the case any other way, this is what the case looks like. Pretty cool Green Day-ish logo and the Epiphone thing. Pretty cool. And then, of course, it's the inside, though, really, isn't it? The inside is the king, and this one, where we go on this one? It's that leopard skin print. It makes it a little bit special. I got to admit, very tempted by that. It's €529. It puts it just below the Gold Glory. Very interesting guitar for sure. Yeah, it's definitely very interesting. Whoop. Don't want to ban anybody. System's trying to make me. Anyway, guys, look, I know I always do this. I always get behind on the comments. I will try and catch up as we go through. If there's anything urgent, I don't know, call me or something. My number is 08. No, just kidding. I can hear my number. That'd be crazy because you all live on different parts of the world. But, you know, maybe someday. Maybe when I'm a YouTube professional and know what I'm doing, I'll put out a YouTube phone number. Batting 2, nice to see you again. Pleasure to have you here. As always, you correctly guessed that I'd be going to get beer. He says, "Oh yeah, you've arrived early." Yeah, you do. You're pretty early for this one, so I like it. Good job. You're here to traumatize me with insane band names. All right, cool. Very cool. Travis says, "Happy Saturday." Travis, it's nice to see you, my friend. Thank you. And Scott Brower has decided that he needs to get an LP. Indeed, those are cool. I'm very much looking at an LP. I'm going to tell you a story a little bit later about an LP project that I'm very kind of upset I missed it, and I missed it because I was stubborn, and I also feel I was right. And, anyway, let's get through some of these things, comments, and so forth. See how we get on. Marty McFly, the best band you ever saw live was the Possums of Destruction. The only band ever to come close was the Badgers of Doom. Hey, is there like a Batfink 2 club of tormenting Dave? Is that what's going on? All good. No, those sound like good bands. I mean, yeah, let me check those out tomorrow for sure. And Nicholas S. Guinness, better than Starbucks. Yeah, that's the truth. And Marcia's here. Nice to see you, Marcia. Thanks for joining us. Didn't they have Sneezy Beagle open the show? Sneezy Beagle are a fantastic band. I was in that band for 6 years when I was 7, so I'm on board. I like it. John Spendley, nice to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining us. Marty's got the T-shirt for Sneezy Beagle, which is great. You know, that those T-shirts bought this house. I mean, I don't own this house; it's rented, but you know, they rented a month. Um, I can't read that one. I can, I suppose, but I'm not going to. Bad things. Launch it with a milkshake in hand. Oh, milkshakes are cool. So yeah, I would do that too. Todd Moore is here. Nice to see you, Todd. Thanks for joining us. Yes, it is live indeed, John. So I know. Do you want me to prove it? Do you want me to get something that proves it? I don't know. I mean, here, I'll just wipe off my email. Here's my phone to show you the time, and it won't do the date. Show the date. I mean, it was recorded last week, but I mean, aside from that, it is. SB, nice to see you. And Grandpa Joe is here. Hello, Grandpa Joe. Checking in from New York City. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're doing well, Grandpa Joe. Nice to see you. Yeah, the lovely case on the Billy Joe Armstrongs for sure. Absolutely. Oh yeah, we mentioned the word glory already. It's a bit early for that. And Marcia very correctly and nicely and wonderfully saying, don't forget to hit the like on the stream and share the stream on social medias and stuff to help the 3-chord Dave, because he needs all the help he can get, that's for sure. Yeah. So yeah, all you guys, I appreciate you being here. Absolutely wonderful. 22 people in the chat. I mean, you were 22 of you here. If you want to comment and you're not subscribed, you do have to subscribe to comment, because I want to get my subscribers up. And there's a big reason. You know what it is? 5,000 subscribers, and we're giving away a guitar. We are currently 440 something or 430 something people away from giving away a guitar. And what are we, like 200, like less than 200 away from me revealing what guitar I'm going to give away? So we want to hit the subscribe if you haven't, so you can comment and join us in the chat. There will be a lot of laughter today from my experience of live streams, so that's for sure. And here's a question of the stream, guys. I should have mentioned it by now, but what are your 5 desert island albums? So we're putting you on a desert island. You've got a record player. That's all you got. You get 5 albums, no more. What are the 5 you're bringing with you? And the reason I'm asking you this is because it was the most interesting question I could come up with. So, so there you go. I think we'll have a lot of different answers. I think we'll have a lot of cool stuff coming up. So let me know in the chat here what you've got. Now, I have already written out and can pop up on the screen here my favorite 5 albums, or my 5 albums I would bring. Not necessarily my favorite albums, but the ones I would bring with me. When we hit, I'm going to say 40 likes on the stream this week. We hit 37, I think, last week. So I'm being ambitious. But dudes, there are 26 people here. we're halfway there. If everybody, we're more than halfway there. If everybody likes it, so yeah, feel free to do that. If we hit 40, I'll tell you. If we do not hit 40, I will not tell you. That's the twist. All right, so let's get into it. Some more comments coming in. So let's see what we have. Indeed, Batwing 2, the Batwing 2 Club. I think it does have a ring to it. I would apply for membership. I don't know what the rules are, but it sounds like a fun club where, I don't know, somehow there's hazing involved. I'm not really sure, but it sounds good. Matt von Bosch has asked, what do you think Epiphone should have put? Oh, do you think Epiphone should have put a Gibson pickup in the BJA, Billy Armstrong? Just the stock Epiphone P90 seems like a missed opportunity. Yeah, I do. And I think that was the original thought that people had, that that's what it was going to be. I know I watched a Trogley video a few weeks ago, and he was like, maybe it's a Gibson P90 and that'd be great. But he also thought the guitar was going to be $799. I knew it wasn't going to be $799 about 3 weeks ago. I knew the pricing was under 600, and I wasn't sure about the pickup, but I was fairly certain it wasn't going to be a Gibson one. So Epiphone are doing this thing, and I don't like it. It's the Pro P90. Come on, man. Like, and you know, if I mention it in the video, yeah, Pro P90, what the hell is that? No one's ever heard of it. People would be like, I wound these pickups myself. They're Pro. They're Billy Joe Armstrong came in and spat on them all, and that's why they're Pro Epiphone P90s. I definitely think it's a missed opportunity. But honestly, if they put a Gibson P90 in it, they probably would have charged a lot more money. They probably would have added another at least €100 or $100 onto the price. And I think the key is they were trying to make this like the cheapest signature model on the market. So yeah, I agree. I definitely think they should have put a Gibson in it. I think we're going to see more Gibson pickups in Epiphone guitars over the next couple of years. But yeah, it does seem like a missed opportunity. I wish they'd stop doing custom Pro Bookers and Pro P90s, and yeah, I'm not buying it. You know, if they're so pro and they're so custom, why are you putting the basic information for the standard version of these pickups on the product information page? So yeah, I don't buy them. I think they need to stop doing that, trying to pull the wool over our eyes. But there was somebody who claims to be a Gibson employee in the comments of my Slash video, saying that they're custom wound pickups, the custom, or to his specifications, like machines are winding them so that they're all exactly the same. But I don't know if I buy it, to be honest. I mean, a Gibson employee is going to say that. I work for a company. I'm not going around telling people, oh yeah, our X device is whatever, is not what the company is saying. So I don't like to talk about it Saturday. Chime up. I think the JJ Nichols worth getting secondhand. Seymour Duncan P90. Yeah, for those of us who shop on Thomann, they are saying they're going to have some Gold Glories in stock in the next week or two. They are usually correct, like the Telecaster, the Squire Contemporary Telecaster. Those are out of stock for months, and they put up they'd be in stock within a week or two, and I got one. So I think next week, probably Wednesday or Thursday, they're gonna have them available to order. So if you want one and you can shop from Thomann, those are the days to pop on and probably get one. Yeah, so that's it for that. Seymour Duncan P90 I think is a better option because I'm not a big, I'm going to contradict myself a bit because I have got a Les Paul Junior in my basket on Reverb, but I'm not a big Les Paul Junior guy. They're cool and everything, but the one in my basket's a 1956. That's why it's in my basket. So whether I'm going to buy it or not depends on like winning the lottery or something, or like just like YouTube being like, "Hey Dave, here's 10 grand." They do this thing called the YouTube Shorts program where apparently they randomly give people 10 grand. So you have to do YouTube Shorts. But if you don't claim your short bonus by the end of the month, they take it away. You missed it. Tough shit. Last month, I was awarded a YouTube Shorts bonus for, I know, one of the shorts that I put out. And I didn't get a notification, so I didn't know about it until like the 2nd of November. So I contacted them. It was like, hey, YouTube, I got a Shorts bonus and I can't claim it. And they said, yeah, it runs out at the end of the month. Sorry, dude, you get nothing. And they wouldn't even tell me how much it was for. So it apparently can be anything from $100 to $10,000. I'm going to guess it was $10,000, and they took it away from me. SB is asking, was the Mex Acoustasonic the big Fender release? Kind of mad to me because I'm mostly electric. Yes, yes, it was. Um, this is the big release that they had planned for November. I was told that this is what was coming about 6 weeks ago, but then I was told 4 weeks ago it's not happening this year. Can't get enough of them around the world. Like the stores can't get them. And then all of a sudden they were like, big release next week. So there you go. But yeah, it is. It's 50-50. Some people dig Acoustasonics, some don't. And actually, as I said, I had it in the prediction video that there would be a Mexican Acoustasonic and it would be $12.99 was my guess. It was kind of hinted at before that it was, so it's kind of a bit of a cheeky one. But when it came to it, and now that they're available, I'm like, do I want one? I don't know. So yeah, there's other guitars on my list, I think, in priority to it. If again, bring up Thomann, not a sponsored video, it should be, but there are links in the description of every video that are affiliate links. If you're going to shop in Thomann, please do consider clicking those links. They give me some points, and then I don't know what happens with those points. So, somebody bought a guitar after clicking on a link before. I've got 400 points now. Don't know what I can do with them. Anyway, thanks to whoever clicked the link. I really appreciate it. Speaking of what I was saying there, though, Thomann have a Cyber Week deal this week, and one of them is the red Tele American Acoustasonic, and it's €13.45. So it's an extra, what, €250, and it's I think, what is it, $30 to ship to the States from Thomann. So it's a good deal. If you're going to buy one, buy the American one because it does have a few extra sounds and things, but those are available this week only, I think, until Thursday. So if you're going to buy from Thomann, do it by Thursday and go back and buy the Gold Glory next week. John Spendley, anything by Val Doonigan? No, I'm not my grandfather, but no, my album choices, I think one or two might be surprising, but not really. I mean, they're very. I've probably mentioned them before, all of them, to be honest. Um, there was a lot of consideration, like certain bands. I was like, well, I have to choose an album by that band. Which album am I going to choose? For example, there's three Zeppelin albums I would have chosen, but I can't choose three Zeppelin albums. I'm going to pick one. You know, you guys know I'm a big Guns N' Roses fan. Like, how am I going to justify picking Use Your Illusion 2 when everyone knows I love Appetite? So, I mean, you'll have to wait and see. If I get 40 likes, which is like we've less than half of the people watching have liked the video. So, if we get 40, I'll tell you, I'll reveal them. Otherwise, you might never know. So, click the like button. Nicholas has said the JJ Nichols is an awesome guitar. This is the Gold Glory. The neck feels great with ebony fretboard and it sounds great. Yeah, it's definitely on my list now. I think more and more I want one. I have four guitars probably gonna come to me very soon. No, I don't know. Three. I've one I'm negotiating with. I'm thinking over the weekend. I've one pre-booked, and if they're available, I'm going to get a Gold Glory. So yeah, so my bonus is spent. It's long gone actually. So we're just hoping, that Bitcoin goes to $10 million per Bitcoin, and then we'll buy all the guitars. It's all good. By the way, just in terms of the question of the stream, I forgot to mention you can't use compilation albums and you cannot use greatest hits albums. I think somebody asked me that in this about greatest hits. John Spendley, Daniel O'Donnell's greatest hits. I will reveal my favorite Desert Island discs when we hit 40, all right? 40 likes. That's what we're doing. Okay, so let's get back into it. So yeah, the James R. Nichols, great guitar. Hopefully I'll get my hands on one. There's so many great guitars out right now, actually. This has been a really good year, I think, so far for guitars. Uh, the Slash being the big disappointment for me personally. Everything else has been pretty good. But there'll probably be more Slash guitars in January because that's what they do at Gibson. Marcia, I hear many people are suggesting to sell the Billy Joe case separately and just keep the guitar. Why would anyone want to do that? There's going to be resale value in keeping a case with the guitar. It's true. I mean, you could make a quick buck selling the case. Um, I think it's as a package, they're very cool. So yeah, I don't know. People sell cases. I don't really. I mean, I love cases. I love guitar cases. I love having cases for my guitars, but my guitars all sit on stands, so the cases don't get a lot of love from me. But I wouldn't sell a special case like that. No, people do though. I mean, look, if you're short of some cash and you want to keep your guitar, you can sell a case like that for extra money. I think you'll probably get You're not going to get much more than about 200 for it, but still that's good for a guitar in a case costing you 500 and something. So anyway, it does look like a cool guitar though if you're into juniors. Jeff Squires, the Fender Teleacoustic looks like crap. When you see 15 reviews in a row on YouTube, there is a problem. Yeah, so about that, I mean, you've probably all figured it out as most folks have. Fender pick the very best YouTubers in the world in the guitar space, and they send them guitars for free. And then they say, hey, show this. Oh, it's behind the thing. Show this to your fans, play something, and you can have a free one. And if you want, the big guys get one to give away too. Um, so yeah, the big YouTubers get one, and everybody gets to like have a free guitar, and they get to play it, and that's what they do. And if they came to me and said, "Hey Dave, do you want a free guitar? You just got to make a video about it," I'd say, "Yeah," but I'm gonna say what I think about it. And I think, but if you want the next guitar from them for free, you gotta be nice. So, so I'd probably get one from them, and then they'd be like, "We'll try this again in a year's time with something." Um, yeah, I think you have to be around 20,000 subs before they do that with you, though. So if everyone could like hit the sub button like from 16 different accounts, we'd be good. We'd be good. Don't do that. Just it's fine. Just one sub per person is fine. It's all good. Yeah, the Mexican teleacoustic, the American teleacoustic, that was the first one. There will be Strats and there will be Jazz Masters, as I said in the video for that this week, but they'll probably be towards the end of the year. I'd expect the Jazz Master to be like this time next year, and the Strat sometime in the summer. That summer lull will come along. It could even be a 2-year rollout for the Mexican ones, but we'll see. They're definitely working on them though now, which is interesting. Toman's video on them is pretty cool, although they are very positive. So I never trust super positive. Like when there's no cons in a review, it's like, all right, that seems a bit strange. Anyway, letting all the comments build up. So let's get back into it here. Batfink's albums that he has got. I'm going to read this carefully because who knows? Who knows? Thin Lizzy, Jailbreak. Thin Lizzy are not on my list. Shocker. Van Halen, 1. Pink Floyd, DSOTM. You know what that means. Death Star of the Moon. No, Dark Side of the Moon, obviously. Rush, 2112, 2112, 2112, right? Bad Company, Straight Shooter. All right, cool. Bad Company for me is the wild shot there. Chai, they do not, the greatest hits do not count. Good vibes or bad vibes, they do not. Todd Moore with the excellent name suggestion for the Batfink 2 Club, the Batfinksters. Maybe we should rethink that. Marcia, I've been thinking the Billy Joe player pack should be offered without the amp. Crap, most people won't use. Most people would rather have a better spec guitar for the same price. Um, yes and no. Okay, I agree with you. People like ourselves who know a little bit about guitars, even if you know the littlest about guitars, would would absolutely agree with you. The amp's not going to be very good. It's going to be a piece of crap. But these packs are going to be bought mostly for beginners, mostly for teenagers, by parents who go to guitar shops or guitar websites and say, what's good for beginners? There's a big push from Epiphone and Gibson for these. These are going to be pushed out to those people. You get everything you need. And then, you don't need to buy a strap. You don't need to buy picks. You don't need to buy nothing. It's all in the box. So that's why. In terms of that guitar, it is slightly lower spec I mean, the pickup is more generic than the Pro P90 that's in the actual signature, and you get the gig bag and all that sort of stuff. But cool guitar to start out, a cool pack to start out with. Kids will be super excited when they get them, like the 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds, and so on. For the rest of us, they don't care about the rest of us for this. They're like, you guys should be buying the more expensive stuff now, and they don't care whether we can afford them or not. They don't care that there's like 20 guitars we want to buy this year. They don't care at all. But you have a very valid point. If they offered two variants of the player pack, actually, I mean, I suppose the argument is they do offer a higher spec version of the guitar without an amp. It comes with a cool case instead. So, yeah, but for $399, the guitar, they probably would have just put a crappy pickup in it, and it wouldn't have been very good at all. So, even if they didn't sell the amp's not going to be. That's the first thing people will upgrade to that pack is the amp. SB, right. Mine would be Ride the Lightning, Highway to Hell, Rumors. I had such an argument with myself about Rumors, whether to put it on the list or not. Find out if it made it. 22 likes. Led Zeppelin 2 and the Rise of Ziggy Stardust. Some great albums there. The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust is a great album. Some good choices so far. I like where this is going. Good choice by me for this question of the stream. I actually struggle with these to every week. Like, what am I going to ask? Or what's going to be a good, varied question? So feel free to drop suggestions at any point in my inbox, my Twitter, my Facebook page. I don't really usually go to my Facebook page that often. I don't like Facebook. I don't really like Twitter. So just drop it somewhere. Comments, anything. So Travis Edwards, my 5 desert island albums probably would change from days to day. That's a good point. But you're going with Revolver, you're going with Appetite, you're going with Dark Side of the Moon, you're going with Blind Melon, and you're going with Led Zeppelin 4. Controversially, Led Zeppelin 4 above all other Led Zeppelin albums. All right, sweet. I like it. I like your list. It's very cool. And Revolver is the first Beatles album I got deep, deep, deep into. Like I was like, this is the Beatles? This is fucking cool. So, I used to think when I was super young, the Beatles, that's my mom's music. And then I heard Revolver and Sgt. Pepper's and the White Album. I was like, oh, maybe this is my music. And then it became my music, and it's all good. I've been watching lately the Paul McCartney, Rick Rubin thing. That was a Hulu documentary series. That was pretty cool. Looking forward as well to the Beatles documentary next week on Disney. Looks absolutely fantastic. So I'm sure there'll be lots of talking points after that one. Let's see. Jeff has put Help, Continuum, Facelift, Wish You Were Here, and Wings Over America. Wings Over America is a great album. Blind Melon Soup, I hope, from Ben. Hey, Ben, nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Also wish they'd offer more expensive Billy Joe with both the slimmer neck and the thicker 50s one. Most folks prefer a slimmer 60s profile from my observations. I certainly do. The slimmer neck, though, is it makes sense to put it on that guitar, the player pack one, because it is aimed at beginners, and the slimmer neck is more comfortable. I think you do get to a point where you graduate to a thicker 50s neck after playing for, I don't know, 60 years, 40 years, something like that. But yeah, they're still cool. I think it's one of those, if you're comfortable with a 60s neck, you gotta just persevere with a fatter neck, a chunkier neck. I've never persevered. So I'm like, no, 60s necks, 60 slim tapers, they exist. I want them. So I'll avoid bigger ones. But that's changing. My guitar playing and my guitar choices are changing. All right, it's nearly story time, guys, because I tell you what, 11 o'clock Irish time. So in about 28 minutes, I'm going to tell you a story. Um, it's a good story about a three-chord Dave who was trying to do something very cool, but it's not happening. I'll tell you why in 28 minutes. Okay, bad thing too. I was looking at those Harley Benton tellies, and they have plenty of good reviews for such a low price. These ones, the T20, TE20, I think this is. It doesn't say on it. Standard Series TE20. These are feckin' wonderful. Yeah, you just got to be able to play guitar. Like I just didn't. Um, but yeah, this is as I've mentioned many times. Take that feckin' Acoustasonic off the screen. Um, this is currently completely stock. The neck is really nice, plays really, really well. What else can I say about it? The finish is really good all around. Feels nice. The tuners actually are quality for the price. It is getting, I think I mentioned this before, some stage when I have time. One thing you don't see on YouTube is that I never have any fucking time. But eventually I'm going to be popping these Tex-Mex pickups into that Harley Benton. But the stock pickups are pretty good. Did a review on it myself where I was basically like, this is 88 euros and it's amazing. So yeah, they are great. But I think if it's those ones you're talking about, those are the cheapest ones. That's why I bought it last January, last December. I was like, I'm just gonna buy a couple of Harley Bentons, do reviews. It's my what would you call it? Philosophy for the channel, for trying to promote it, is to buy stuff that I can review that will pump the channel. Other people and me in the past have, like, you advertise your channel so that it gets recommended to people when they watch other guitar channels and things. That works too, but I'd rather spend the money on buying guitars and hope that my video gets popular. That worked a couple of times. But yeah, so in that case, if there are particular guitars you want that are not super, super expensive, you want to check out, or you want me to check out, always let me know because I'm open to doing that sort of thing, trying guitars. I would say if there's anything under 500 euros, at that point, it's still worth it for trying to pump the channel a little bit or promote the channel. So yeah, if there's anything like that you want me to check out, or specifics you want to know about guitars that I've already covered that I didn't cover in videos, let me know and I will find out for you. So, but they are cool. They are very cool, those Harley Bentons. The new Harley Bentons seem to be amazing. The Strat versions, ST52 or 62, brilliant, brilliant guitar. Um, my only guitar that actually lives in a case. Don't ask me why, it just does. Uh, Jeff, you're saying you just bought a master build telly. I'm not jealous. William Forrest, nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. And you've given us some albums. So let's see what we think of your albums. Split, Groundhogs, The Bends from Radiohead, St. Dominic's Preview, Van Morrison, Are You Experienced, the Jimi Hendrix Experience, and Dream Letter by Tim Buckley. Some very cool ones. The Jimi Hendrix Experience, Are You Experienced? That came into consideration for my list. Find out if it made the list when we get 40 likes on the stream. Don't forget, I should have made a graphic that said 40 likes and I'll tell you the answer. But William, thanks for joining us. Thanks for sharing your albums there for Desert Island Discs. Really like it. Chai Pup has said, Fender and Gibson pickups aren't worth paying extra for, especially the custom ones. They sell thousands a month, so how custom are they? Buy Monty's or House of Tom. Monty's are supposed to be excellent. I've never played them myself, but yeah, I was watching a video the other day. The Guitaristas. You guys watch the Guitaristas? They have a very cool channel. I'm actually going to try and get them on this channel for a bit of a chat in the next couple of weeks. Again, if I have time. Um, so that we can just talk about it. Those guys make amazing guitar deep dives and stuff. They bought an Epiphone 335 and they put Monty's pickups in it and sounded amazing. But yeah, definitely something I think would be very cool to experience. I agree with you. I mean, those Fender pickups are like €80. So to me, they were worth it for that because I wasn't going to pay much more than that. But yeah, in terms of other pickups, I think you're better looking away from Gibson and Fender, unless you're spending like tiny money like that. Muddy H2O, the greatest name on YouTube for sure, has given us his favorite albums. I think I know one artist that might be on it, or his Desert Island discs. This is not your favorite albums, your Desert Island discs. Robert Johnson, complete collection, disqualified, has to be an album that is not a collection. But okay, well, let's keep going. Muddy Waters, Get My Mojo Working. Great, great. Derek and the Dominoes, Layla and Other Assorted Love Songs. The Allman Brothers at Fillmore East. Nice. Someone's finally brought up a live album, which I will allow because there are some great live albums. And SRV is popular, right? Stevie, obviously, live at the El Macambo. I always say that wrong. So yeah. Marcia says, I don't think people get the versatility of the Acoustasonic. It's like having an acoustic and an electric in a single guitar. Lots of tonal options, great for gigs and travel, and people who can't afford two guitars. I think it is a versatile guitar. I think the thing about it is an acoustic's never going to fully sound like an electric, and an electric's never going to fully sound like an acoustic. So, like even with piezos, or piezo's, whatever you want to call it, they don't sound super convincing. And I think the same is true of the Acoustasonics. They sound good, and as their own thing, they're really good. They are very versatile, and you can get so many different sounds out of them, particularly the American ones. Um, my question to me is, do I want to spend over 1,000 on a guitar that I might play once or twice a month? Probably not for a while. Let's see. Again, if YouTube starts throwing money at me, which it doesn't do yet, but if it does, maybe that will happen. Let me see. Jeff Squires. Bonamassa, Bludgeon, Nocaster, Butterscotch will receive this. I'm like, Jeff, you're making me jealous. That is a very nice guitar, all right. That Nocaster. I've looked at it several times, but I'm not patient, man. I'm just. If you tell me, here's the thing. I have that the PRS SE Santana Abraxas guitar pre-ordered. They're shipping it on the 29th of November, and they were selling it in October. And I am so impatient that I nearly canceled my order several times because I'm like, dude, just send me the guitar. I'm not a patient man. But I think it's going to be a great guitar for you once you receive it next year. We are all going to be super jealous. Hopefully we'll still be doing live streams, so please, at that time, come back and tell us. I mean, you're part of the crew, so we want you to be here and tell us all about it. Very cool. I'm very jealous. I think that was a very cool telly or no caster. Bob Contreras asking the question, and this, yeah, I forgot about this because I'm not American. Of course, many of you are, and that is super cool. Unfortunately, Thomann can't sell Fender guitars to Americans. Any idea why? Yeah, it's something to do. I remember talking to someone about this. It's something to do with dealers in America. Basically, are like they do better prices. Don't sell them, because if you buy from Thomann, they're not going to charge you state taxes and stuff, and so they're going to eventually, or I think they're going to have it sold or priced something to do with a lot cheaper than American retailers can sell it for. It's something to do with taxes and them not charging them. I don't know. I don't know why it's only Fender. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's to do with taxes and also a contract with Fender USA, something along those lines. But it makes no sense because they sell Gibsons and they'll sell Harley Bentons and everything else. Business is business. I actually think the real reason is more than likely something to do with the big retailers in the States are like, that's those guys keep them out of here. And I don't blame them because Thomann are big enough in Europe. I, did anybody, by the way, did I make this up? That Sweetwater is supposed to be coming to Europe, and like next year they're going to be shipping from Europe and everything. Because if that's happening, Thomann might be in trouble. So anyway, interesting, John. Or sorry, Bob. I did not know. I did not remember about that. But yeah, that came up a couple of years ago with a friend of mine who was trying to buy a particularly well reduced um, Fender guitar from Thomann and couldn't. Then I bought it and sold it to him, like sent it to him. John Spendley, never had a gold guitar, never had a P90, but the gold glory is tempting. It is very, very cool. And it's like, it's like when it first came out, I was like, that's awesome. Love it. Great. Not going to buy it. But the longer it's on the market and the fact that it's coming back in stock in a couple of weeks, I'm like, oh, I should buy one of those. They're great. And it's a Les Paul custom, by the way. Don't forget that. So it's got a lot of coolness to it, a lot of cool factors. Ben says cases take up a lot of room, especially when there's a bunch. Yeah, guys, have you seen? And I haven't seen him here today yet. He might pop in. Hopefully, he'll pop in later. Scott Bogfoot. He has a collection of guitars, and he has a lot of cases for them. And he has a nice room. You can see that information, that picture that he sent on the Facebook group. It's three chord Dave slash no, it's facebook.com/three chord Dave. Link should be in the description of all the videos. Scott's been posting there some of his collection, and he posted an overall video and all of the cases. A lot of, of course, like unless you were buying a guitar over probably what? I mean, if it's an Epiphone now over 800, 700, you're not getting a case. Oh, sorry, over 800, you are getting a case. Under, you're probably getting a gig bag until you hit like the standards and stuff. They don't come in nothing. If you're buying a PRS SE, they all come in that wonderful gig bag. And then Fender, it's hit and miss. So I like cases though. I don't know. I kind of have a thing for them. So like some of the guitars I have, for example, in my reverb basket are there because of the case. Case in point. See what I did there? See what I did? Case in point. I have a 1979 Gibson The Paul in my basket in on reverb right now. What do you think of those guitars? Because they got T-tops in them, which I've never had in a guitar. They seem very cool. It's a 70s guitar. Guess what case it comes with? Chainsaw case. And that's more attractive to me than than the Paul. They're cool looking guitars, and they've got a slim body shape. And this one, I believe, has a slim taper neck, so I'm very happy with that. And it's €1,500, which I believe is top of the market right now. But it's a very clean example. It's in the basket, and I'm thinking about it. There's like four that I'm thinking about. One I'm negotiating with. One I'm thinking this weekend. So let's see. We'll see. If you see a new guitar pop up in the background next week, ask me about it, and I'll tell you about it. Guys, there's 25 people watching. We only have 19 likes. So if you have not liked the video yet, please do, because then we can tell you about my favorite, or not my favorite, my desert island albums, my 5 albums. I would bring on a desert island with me. Should you guys all decide, hey Dave, we've had enough of your nonsense, get on that desert island, you can bring 5 albums with you. And hopefully you'll give me something to play them on and some sort of way to power the device that plays them. That'd be kind of you. Chai Pup, actually, that is a great spin on the sell the case thing. Keep the cool case, sell the cheap guitar. Nothing better than that. Uh, yeah, the Billy Joe case actually is very cool. It's collectible in its own right. The guitar is very cool. Maybe in the future there will be more Billy Joe signatures. Not that anyone's told me nothing, but maybe there will. Let me see. All right, you guys are hilarious, but shame you can't plug the case into an amp. There are amps that are cases. Does that count? I don't know. Um, Matt Von Bosch. I get the Acoustasonic if you're gigging as a solo singer slash duo, but outside of that, you can get an amazing acoustic and an amazing electric for the same budget. True, very true. You can pick up what are those Taylor minis that are the babies or whatever they call them. Those are great and they're under 1,000. I've been looking at the PRS acoustics. Those are under 1,000. Well, the ones I've been looking at, the SE acoustics. Um, so yeah, there's definitely an argument for that, and it's something I've considered as well. Like, do I want to spend? Let's say I'm looking at the American Acoustasonics, and it's 16.99. I'm going to put a price on arbitrarily 16.99. Um, like the guitar I'm considering this weekend is 1,100. It's not in a Mexican Acoustasonic, but it's 1,100. Um, and the dude in Germany is going to charge me 60 quid, 60 yo-yos, 60 euros to send it to me. Do I want to buy that guitar? It's a very nice looking guitar, very, very nice. Has a couple of cool features, and it's something that's missing from my collection. I'm thinking about that. I could buy that and one of those PRS acoustics that I've been looking at, the PRS SE, what are they called? I don't know. They're, but I like them. You could probably buy an Epiphone Hummingbird, is it? Or Dove. I think it was one of them. They do one of them for less than that as well. So there you go. You got acoustic. You got there. I'm not a big acoustic player. I have a Tanglewood acoustic. It's over there. I haven't touched it since I moved into this house over a year ago, except to move it when I was moving furniture. So I just play my electric, and if I don't want to like plug it in, I'll just play it non-plugged in because sacrilegious. But that's a good point, Matt. You absolutely can buy two decent guitars for the price of the Acoustasonic. Never mind acoustic and electric. You could buy two or three very nice electric guitars or amps. You could buy amps or headphones. You can do a lot of stuff with money. You can also, like, if you go down the Harley Benton route, you could build a collection of great guitars. And if you don't like them, send them back. They're very cool. Toman are very cool with sending stuff back. Todd Moore, you're throwing in some albums. We're going to dissect your choices because I respect you so much. Led Zeppelin 4, controversial. AC/DC Back in Black, great album. Absolutely great album. Is it on my list? Let's see. I actually want to change my list after some of your suggestions, guys. So I'll be back in an hour. No, I'm just kidding. Back in Black, yeah, absolutely. Black Sabbath, then. So Back in Black, Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath, Paranoid, of course. Ozzy, Diary of a Madman, and Alice in Chains, Dirt. All right. Nobody's mentioned Motley Crue yet. Why is that? Just kidding. I know why. James, nice to see you. How are you? Nice to see you come back. It's great of you. It's great of everyone who has come back to the channel for more than one stream. A lot of you are here week after week, and I really appreciate that. Like, I think when I started my YouTube channel, I had this weird misconception that I would just I'd be like Philip McKnight in a week and a half. And the only thing Philip McKnight about me right now is a haircut. so so no, I do appreciate every single member of the community. The Three Chord Dave community is actually awesome. So thank you for popping along every week, James and Chai and Todd and Marcia and Scott and David and Bat Fink and everybody. I love you guys. So let's have a look. Chai Pup. Spice Girls' first album, obviously Three Chord Dave. Do you mean is on my list? You'll have to wait and see. 17 likes away from finding out. I do vividly remember the first Spice Girls album release, or first single release at the time. I was in my teenage years, and all of the, let's say, female population of my school and my local area were like trying to be the Spice Girls. And everywhere you turned was Spice Girls posters. maybe in the three-chord Dave bedroom. I don't know. We can't go back in time and verify this, but there was definitely a lot of Spice Girls albums and stuff. So anyway, you want to know 16 more likes, guys. Thank you. Todd, folks in this group have some excellent ears for music, to be certain. Proud to be a small part of this. For real. Todd, you were a big part of this, my friend. Absolutely. And everyone who is here right now is a big part of it and will always be. I don't care if the channel gets to 100,000 people, which who knows? Who knows? And I'm a full-time three-chord Daver. You guys who are here, I will remember you, like most of you, like three or four of you at least. Batfink 2, being from Liverpool, I was raised in everything Beatles. I'm a bit done with them for a bit, you know. Batfink, did you bring that up before that you're from Liverpool? I've been to Liverpool many times. I love it. It's a great city. I was there during the Olympics in 2012 when the Spice Girls did their concert thing and it was on TV in all the bars. Was that the last time I was in Liverpool? Surely wasn't. No, I think it was the first time. But yeah, I love Liverpool. It's a great city. But yeah, everything is a bit like there's Beatles everywhere. And yeah, everywhere you go. It is, but it's cool. It's cool. I can understand that for sure. I'm the same with you too. Like, I wasn't raised on U2. I was raised with good music, but there. Uh, the everywhere you go in Dublin is like, oh, U2 are here. It's like, really? Show me where Thin Lizzy are from. Show me where Rory Gallagher played. So, you know, I'm not a super big U2 fan. I don't think people go overboard here about U2 because Bono's a preachy fucker. But, yeah. Sorry if you're a U2 fan. They're great and all, but, you know, sometimes I wish he'd just shut up. All right, Bono. And also The Edge. Him too. So, Marcia, about that player pack. I know it's targeted at beginners, but these days you can pick up a crappy amp for around $20 or offer a pack with and without the amp. They did that for the Slash AFD2. It's true. It's true. Sadly, Gibson just lowered the price of the player pack without the amp instead of bumping the specs on the guitar. Lost opportunity. Wouldn't be like Gibson to shaft people. So, no, it's true. I don't think they should have. I don't think they should have offered an amp with it, to be honest. I mean, I get it. Yeah, you get everything in a box, but everybody in the guitar business knows that those amps are crap. And like for €100, $100, you can buy a better amp. So take the amp out of the box, charge $299, charge $350 for it, and get, you know, the guitar store can sell them an amp for whatever. They'll still get a better amp. I don't. For a beginner, buy a Fender Mustang Micro. I know they're €100, but for a beginner who's going to sound crap to begin with, they don't have to bother anyone else. It's worth the extra few bucks. I know Epiphone aren't going to include a Fender product, but if I was working in a guitar store, that's what I'd recommend. Uh, uh, So I think I missed something what you said. Batfink 2. Oh, nice. That was the one I was looking at. I might be jumping into a conversation you're having with somebody here. I was looking at, though, I'm probably the worst so-called guitarist in here. I will challenge you for that position, my friend. I think, I think I might be. Um, you know, I impress myself. That's who I play guitar for the most. Uh, but I would definitely say for sure, I'm probably the worst. Trust me, you're a better guitarist than I am. Tom, thank you for removing that butterscotch eyesore from the screen. Not a big fan. Did you mean this one? I think I'll just leave that there for a bit. No, I won't. I won't. You can have a look at this instead. Let's play a game. We got 4 minutes to 11, and I told you I'd tell you a story at 11. So before we jump back into the comments, let me just play a little game with you. All right, the two Billy Joe Armstrong signatures. Which one's which? All right, let's see if you can tell. There is visual clues, whatever. There's two that I can see that stand out to me, but obviously I'm way behind in the comments, so just want to see. Well, I'll get to it in a bit. I'll get to the comments. I'm going to leave them up while well, not all the time while I tell you the story. But one of them is the player pack guitar, and one of them is the player guitar. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to make your choice. And here's how you decide, okay, don't go left or right. I mean, you can if you want to, or if you already have, that's fine. But which one is the main signature? Which one is the player pack? And how you put it in. The one at the back, so this one is the one at the front, and the other one's the one at the back. So I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 10, 3, 2, 1. Actually, I'm just going to take a drink, and you guys write in the comments. We'll come back to that. Oh, and if you're wondering, is there a prize for guessing the right one? Yeah, there is. It is my love and admiration. You get my love and admiration if you get it right. You should all get it right. No pressure. So anyway, I'm going to take them off. We'll come back to it. I'll probably forget in the comments, be like, what the hell are you guys talking about? A couple of minutes, going to tell you this story that I have. Some of you will like what I was planning, and some of you will not like it. Just be warned. I may trigger some people here, but it's going to be fine. We're all friends here. Okay, Todd, referring to Batfink, saying that he's probably the worst guitarist here, which he's not. You're not, my friend. Could be worse. I actually used to be pretty good. Now, well, I used to be pretty good. I used to be delusional about how good I was. I used to think I was actually capable of playing guitar very much. And then I was like, nah, I'm not good, Dave. You're not good. Not good at all. So I stopped that. I actually stopped playing guitar for a while. Even though I would love it. And I would still watch Guitar Today videos and blah, blah, blah. And eventually I picked it back up again. And here we are. There's 4.56 thousand subscribers on my channel, which talks about guitars. So, I know how that happened. But here we go. Jeff Squires, what's your opinion of the heat Clapton is taking for being anti-vax mandate? Okay. I don't want to talk about that, really, because here's the thing. If I talk about it, the channel can get flagged, or I can get shit from people about it. My feelings, vax, anti-vax, all that, I'm not going to go into. I think Clapton's a great guitarist. He has recorded some of the best music of all time. Lately, I haven't bought a new album or anything from Eric Clapton in a long time, or listened to a new album or new music from him for a long time. When my folks went to see him live in Dublin, I don't know, 10 years ago, they said he was a dick. So, like, he played great, but he was a dick. So, that is something that I think I respect him greatly as a musician, and I think he's been through a hell of a lot. Do I support him? Do I not support him? I'm not going to comment on it. He's free to make his own choices. We don't really have mandates here, so it's hard for me to kind of know as well where they actually affect people, because nobody's ever said you have to do X, Y, or Z here. So I don't know. I know people are affected by mandates and live in places where there are mandates, and I guess I really don't want to talk about it. I really don't. I like Clapton's music. That's what I'll say. Todd, Guitaristas collab. Hell yes. I really like their channel. I comment there a lot too. SG fans are all friends of mine. Yeah, they're cool dudes. Now I'm going to reach out to them. I haven't done so yet, but I think they're super cool. I love their channel. They've commented on my videos in the past. I've commented on theirs. So I think we might recognize it, and we might be able to just chat. What I want to do is talk to them about their history, their favorite guitars, and so forth, and just start my interview series with people whose videos I watch. And I watch their videos all the time. It's a good place to start, right? Money H2O, you told me the rules after I already posted. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware. But listen, I'll let it slide this time. But it's cool. You chose some awesome albums, so it's all good. Todd, but I'm a drummer first, or was. So now I've left myself open to bashing. Actually, I didn't know you were a drummer. I think I forgot about that. So there we go. Right, yeah, yeah. See, absolutely cool. It's after 11. I'm going to tell you my story and then come back to the comments and stuff. Here we go. So I'm going to show you something. This is a 1982 Gibson Les Paul Custom. It is natural. It has bare knuckle pickups and a non-original case. The owner was trying to sell this on Reverb for €3,500, which is roughly the top of the market for this guitar. What is so special about this guitar? You may ask. Well, this guitar, this guitar, was made 2 days after my actual birthday in 1982. So I was like, I'm going to buy this guitar and I'm going to do some stuff with it. It's going to be cool. I'm going to make a lot of videos about it. People are going to hate it, and people who are other people are going to love it. So we will see. So I've done some investigations. I do not believe this guitar started life as a natural finished guitar. I think it's been stripped and refinished at some point, or not refinished, but like I think the paint was stripped off it. But the dude is in France. Nothing against French people, but they're very difficult to do a deal with because they don't want to give any ground. So I was talking to this dude. I was like, look, your pickups aren't original, even though they're good pickups. Your case isn't original. It should have a chainsaw case. The guitar is in okay condition. It's not in great condition. It's in okay condition. And you want 3,500 for it. That's top of the market. I will give you less than that. So he told me, look, I'll take 3,000 for it. And I said, no, I'll give you 2,800. My rationale for that was the case is going to cost me 300 and the pickups are going to cost me 5 to 600. That's 800. So I'm still doing you a deal. So the guy anyway said, no, I'm not meeting you anywhere near that, 3,000 or nothing. And I was coming back to the point. This has been going on for months. I kept checking in with him. You're coming down to 2,800 yet? You're coming down to 2,800 yet? Nope, he was still not budging. I even asked him at one stage, will you do 3,000 including shipping? And he said no. He was going to charge 80 euros for shipping. So I was trying to get it off him for what I thought was a fair price. Honestly, he can keep the pickups. I don't want them. So I was like, I tried all sorts. Anyway, this guitar sold 2 weeks ago. I was going to mention it last stream. I don't think I did, but it sold, and my heart is broken because I don't know when I'm going to get the opportunity to buy a guitar that's pretty much exactly as old as I am ever again, which is probably why I put that 1979 De Paul in my basket. So we'll see. But this guitar, I was going to do some cool stuff. I actually contacted Gibson about restoring it to its factory settings, as we say in the tech world. And my first ever guitar was a Les Paul copy in Cherry Sunburst. So I was going to get them to make this a Cherry Sunburst Les Paul custom from 1982. Nothing but a refin, basically. I know you shouldn't refin if you want to protect the value. There's nothing wrong with the finish that's on it, but I don't think, as I said, that's original anyway. But this was going to be a lifer for me. I think Jeff mentioned his lifer earlier, his Joe Bonamassa Bludgeon. Yeah, for me, it was going to be a special thing for my 40th birthday next year. And I was going to put a lot of money and I was going to put everything into it. And I was actually going to bring it to Nashville myself. And that's where I think Todd and I were talking about a couple of weeks ago about a possible meetup in Nashville at some point. And that's what my plan was. When I'm bringing that guitar, we'll arrange a meetup in Nashville to anyone who is around that area and wants to pop along. So right now, I don't know why or how else I'm going to get to that part of the world. We'll figure something out at some point, I'm sure. once traveling and everything is available. My biggest problem with travel right now is I can't book time off work. So again, I need to wait until I'm full time on YouTube. I mean, I'll be able to book time off work in the new year, not a problem. It's just they won't allow us any vacation time. So around March, April, I might pop along anyway. I'd love to meet some of you guys in person. So we'll see what happens there. Getting off point, my guitar project for my 40th birthday was going to be this little guitar here, Les Paul Custom, from 1982 to 27th of April. That's when this was produced. And yeah, I'm kind of sad. So if you guys are shopping and you find a guitar, particularly a Les Paul Custom, that was made in April of 1982, I've said this before, the serial numbers will start 8, then have 0, then 9, 0, all the way up to 8, 1, 2, 0, and then a 2. If you guys find anything along your travels that matches that, let me know. I would be interested, and considering the condition, I might be willing to go more than the 3,000 I was offering this dude. And Gibson, by the way, we're asking for a chunk of change to do the refin. Tim Shaw pickups, humbuckers as well, by the way, were what was in that guitar originally. So that was my plan. Let me know what you think of it. It's not happening now anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, that was my story. I was like, I'm going to tell the guys about this story. So let me know your thoughts on that. Basically making an ultimate version of my first guitar by what some people would consider ruining a guitar. Being older, every other day seems like Christmas. I definitely feel like 15-year-old Dave would think that I was like with all the guitars in my house. Then it's Christmas every day because I can play a different guitar every day and not play the same guitar for like 2 weeks, and that's going to go up by the end of the year. Muddy H2O, the greatest name on YouTube. You should put that in brackets. The greatest name on YouTube. I adore your name. Welcome to the VIP club on Chord Dave. The Guitarist says, is a fantastic channel. Colin does a great job. And damn me if he doesn't sound like Eric Clapton. He does. It's a great channel. So happy I stumbled upon it earlier this year. Love what they do. So hopefully they'll be able to come and have a chat with me and we can do some stuff together. I think that'd be really cool. So yeah, look out for it. If we can make it happen, we will. If I can make it happen, we will. So reaching out to them. I'll write them an email this week. Yeah, we'll see what goes. Batfink says that he uses guitars for songwriting. I get by learning to clean up my sloppy technique, but still play electric better than Neil Young. Was it Casino Guitars did a video a few weeks ago? Who are the best bad guitar players? And Neil Young was on the thumbnail, and they got a lot of shit for it. Maybe that should be a question of the stream next week. Hang on a second. How far behind am I on the? Oh, very far. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's see. Where? Oh, I've lost it now. I lost my place. Sorry, guys. There we go. Let's see. I used Sweetwater 3 days ago to send an American mate an interface. Great company. Sweetwater are fantastic. Without going too much into who's who and where they live, there was somebody I was buying a guitar for last year, used Sweetwater. And the guitar I bought for them was on back order, and they emailed me and said, hey, we can't get this guitar. And the dude helped me find a replacement that was even better than the one that I had originally intended to send the person. I'm going to show you guys it was a super cool, like for the person, you'd have to know the person I was buying it for to know that this was the perfect thing for them. Let me see, get a picture. But yeah, it was like my best experience with probably any guitar company. And you guys know I love dealing with the German fellas, what's their names? Toman. I love them. They always treat me well. I always have a great experience with them. They're the best I've ever dealt with long term, although they do steal all my money somehow. So that's unfortunate, but everything else about them is great. But with Sweetwater, I've always had a super wonderful experience when I bought from them. And let me show you the guitar. So I had bought something else. What was it? It was a guitar brand that, so yes, it was a lady I was buying a guitar for, and she did not want, for some reason, she did not want a Les Paul Custom. So anyway, the guitar was on back order. They called me. They were like, "We don't know when we're getting this in stock. You've paid for it. So do you want a refund or what do you want?" Um, so here we go. This is what I bought in the end. Dude was like, "What about this?" And it was like he could read my mind. It was an Alkaline Trio Malibu. Yeah, Malibu. So it fit perfect and she loved it. And I got many brownie points. So every now and then I will bring up, "Hey, how's your guitar?" And I get more brownie points. Sweetwater, you won me brownie points. You made my life. So there you go. Anyway, I'm going to take these guitars off the thing here because, as I said, we'll get back to that. Vincent Doyle, Ghost, Opus, Eponymous, Volbeat, Rock the Rebel, Metal the Devil, Linkin Park, Meteora, Metallica, and Justice for All, and Pantera, Far Beyond Driven. I'm going to guess, Vincent, you're a metal fan? I think so. Todd Moore, hit the likes. And Scott Bogfoot, how are you? Nice to see you. We were just talking about your collection of guitar cases, which may or may not have guitars in them. Although that might have been a while ago. I don't know when your comment was. Let's see. Jeff, I have an old Gretsch. When I took it to my luthier, he said, "Nice case, nothing on the guitar. Should I be offended?" No, my luthier, I think he just likes cases. um, Possibly. It's an old Gretsch, old Gretsch. Old Gretches are cool, aren't they? New Gretches are cool also. Um, Chai Pup, Beano album, Night at the Opera. Oh, Night at the Opera is a great album. Shit, I should have put that on my list. All right, so now you know that's not on my list. Doubt, Zep 1, Heroes, and Porno Graffiti. All right, you got some. Your Desert Island will be playing some tunes. Gotta tell you. I should have put Night at the Opera on my list. Damn it. In terms of being a sloppy guitar player, Badfinger said, "I use the excuse I've short fingers and been wrapped around my drumsticks too many years." Drumsticks? Anyway, just kidding, just kidding. Jeff, if you want an incredible setup, go and see David Guitar Tech and Ellen M on Rathburn. He's a genius. I can barely put my Epi out of tune now. Oh. So, yeah, you guys are in Toronto, right? So, I've been to Toronto. I think I told you. Uh, the finger length is coming into conversations here. I feel like we're on a slippery slope with a Steel Panther conversation from last week, guys. Got to be careful with it. And time is ticking away. We're at a quarter past 11. I nearly said quarter past 6. That'd be wrong. 28 likes. We're 14. No, we're not. We're 12 because we're 28 likes. So we're 12 away from me revealing my 5 Desert Island discs. So if you haven't hit like yet, please do so I can show you my albums. Thin Lizzy kicked major ass. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. If you ever come to Ireland, on just off Grafton Street in Dublin, there is a Phil Lynott statue. Very cool. One of the things to visit in the city. I think it's a must. And yeah, get a photo with that. Send it in. You get 10,000 cool points from Chord Dave. Jeff Squires, when Bono started acting like John Lennon in the late 60s, it was enough for me. Is that how far back I am on the comments? Oh, guys, I gotta run through them. William, I hate you too as well. Pay your feckin' taxes. Yeah. Liverpool is the second capital of Ireland. It's true. That is very true. Yeah. Uh, absolutely. It's great. It's a great city. Um, yeah, political Bono isn't for me. Just sing the songs. Yeah, just sing the fucking songs, Bono. Um, yeah, Bono and his political crap. But just shut up and sing the bloody songs. He's never gonna do it. He's never gonna do it. And Chai Pup, just watch the other bands at Live Aid, and that tells you where they were at the time. Acting Baby was a tremendous album and a cultural event, though. I look, their music's good. Like they've some very good albums. The Evolution tour was when I saw them. Is it called the Evolution tour? I know it's when they played Slane in 2001. Fantastic show. Except Bono did kind of go on a bit. They cut that out of the DVD. I wonder why. Uh, okay, let's see. So Scott Bogfoot has put in his 5 albums: Revocation, Empire of the Obscene, GNR, AFD, Slayer, South of Heaven, Hymn, Love Metal, and Carcass Swan Song. Scott, you have mysteriously left off any Spice Girls albums, and I remember you mentioning Spice Girls. Yes, it's the thing we keep referencing for you. But what's up with that? You missed us talking about Spice Girls' first album earlier. Um, Scott Brower, Fretboard, Real is Front. I don't know about I know about that, but I'll tell you in a moment because I can't remember which one's at the front. So we're back. We're in the we're in the comments about the Billy Joes. That's the front one. That's the back one. Comparing the two guitars, they're both crap. Interesting take. The back one is the $500 one. Okay, that's now the one on the wrong fucking side. All right, so let me see. We've got Scott Brower saying that the front one is the real one, which is the actual signature, and so you think the back one is then the player pack. One vote. Vincent is back. Chai, yeah, we've said a Muddy H2O, the greatest name on YouTube. The back one is the $500 one. Marcia has said the right one has the thicker fretboard, which is the one at the back. So you think that one is the real one, or the actual signature? We've got a comment. The Joshua Tree is tremendous, but couldn't repeat. The Joshua Tree is a great album. The front one is the player pack. The back one is the main player. That's from Todd Moore. The tuners give it away pretty quick from Muddy, who says it's the back one. Let's see. Sig is on the right. Is Batfink got a richer wood? And let's see. Can I? Is there any more guesses? Let's see. All right. So, the big reveal. Who got it right and who got it wrong? So most of you got it right. The back one is the signature guitar. The front one is the player pack. And yeah, somebody pointed out, I think Muddy pointed it out, at the tuners. So the tuners are the button style, and it's like the plasticky, it's not plastic, is it? What is it? Anyway, it's the tuners are the right ones for the vintage junior. And then there's got these cheap, crappy tuners on this one, the other one, the player pack one. The other thing, yeah, you're right. The fretboard is the big giveaway on it, but I'm impressed with the fact that the player pack one has the 3-screw pick guard. That's a vintage feature that you don't normally see done correctly. So there's usually four or five even, excuse me, 4 or 5 screws on it. So yeah, impressed with them getting that right at least. But there you go, the back one. But it's interesting that they didn't make too big a deal of the fact that they're actually very different guitars. in spec wise. They just like, hey, Billy Joe, and you can also get it in the player pack. All right, Gibson. That's why YouTubers exist, so we can tell people the truth. And there you go. So thanks, guys, for joining me in my little game. As I said, those of you who got it right win 10,000 cool respect points from Chord Dave. But those who got it wrong, Scott Brower, unfortunately, you got it wrong. You win 20,000 cool points. So there you go. The right answer was to be wrong. Anyway, enough of that for me. William Forrest has said, Bono, Sting, Geldof, Chris Martin, it's all, are self-appointed conscience of the planet and they can feck off. Yep. Couldn't agree anymore. Clapton hasn't been relevant since Journeyman, musically for sure. Clapton is an arse, talented player, but he's an arse. Yeah, all the stuff like from the past about like racial stuff and everything, he's an arse, I would agree with. We're talking about some dude called Brian, who you used to go to in the late 80s. Was he a Messiah or was he not the Messiah? If you don't get that reference, we need to have a movie night, guys. Scott Brower, why don't you talk to Trogley? Have him help you find a birth-year guitar. Then he documents it before sending it to you. Yeah, it's one of the things I've considered, and I'm trying to reach out to him soon as well. Like first, I'm going to reach out to Guitaristas, and then I'm going to reach out to Austin on Trogley's guitar channel, see if we can do something together. I know he does his service and everything, and yeah, I'll be reaching out to him. My thing, I was trying to sort it myself first because I know he's going to charge me a premium on top, and that's all good and everything. But if I can find it without paying extra, I would like to. Les Paul customs are a bit hit and miss. People love them, people don't like them. I personally, I'm like, if it was a standard, I'd be like, cool, it's the right date, and that's what I'm looking for. Don't care what kind of Les Paul it is. So anyway, it's very cool idea that you have there to go to Trogley and actually specifically to help him find the birthday guitar is a very good idea that I haven't thought of, but having him on the channel is something I've thought of. So I'm going to reach out to him soon about that anyway. So I should ask him that question. Good point. And you say both your channels would benefit, and I think that's true. I very nearly bought a guitar off his website last year, this year, sometime. So yeah, we should work together, right? How many subscribers has he got? Like 10 million? I really don't know. I don't look at subscriber counts, but he's very popular, and I like his channel. I was watching last night. It was again, if you remember, I said I'm thinking about a guitar this weekend. I might buy it after the weekend, and I was looking at his review of the model, and it was from 4 years ago. Dude's videos 4 years ago were very different. I was watching him 4 years ago. I was watching him from like when he had like 15,000 subscribers when I started watching him. So, because I remember thinking, this guy's doing proper guitar reviews. I love everything he's doing. So yeah, I've been watching him for a long time. But his videos now are way, way better. I like him. I like his videos a lot. He's one of my favorite guitar YouTubers. Guitarista is my other. Robert Baker is a huge YouTuber that I love. Like a huge love on YouTube of mine. I think he's a great YouTuber. I'll do a YouTube who I like people video at some point, or make it a point in the live streams. So those guys are cool. Chai, custom Les Pauls are a joke. I spent $5.5 grand on a '59 reissue, and the maple top had splinters in it before it was coated. Confirmed by GAC Guitars and Keyboard. For those of you who don't know, needless to say, it went straight back. Yeah. I wouldn't be buying too many customs. Like a '59 reissue is a very cool guitar, and like for $5,500, it should be super fucking perfect. Nothing else. Yeah, in terms of the Les Paul custom that I was after, it was literally because of the date. If it was Les Paul standard, even no, studios didn't exist until the year after. So whatever it was, if it was in that range of dates, I would have been interested in it, but not for the money he's looking for. I think he sold it. It actually didn't say it was sold. It said it was withdrawn. So maybe they did a deal offline. I don't know. It might come back. Who knows? But I think Scott Brower's got a great idea. Reach out to Trogley, see what he can do for me. He might say, feck off, man, but I'll do an interview for you and that'll be good enough. So let's see. James Severin, hey Dave, have you ever tried DEACCI? DEACCI? Custom pickups. They are out of Belfast and they are some fantastic pickups. I haven't, no. I'll be honest with you, guys, most of my guitar playing has been with like whatever stock in the guitars. So whatever it comes to me with, that's what it stays with, except for things like kits. I've done a few kits down the years, build your own kits and stuff. And then I put, of course, the Pro Bookers in the chips in a few months ago now. Jesus, was that months ago? This last 6 months has been like ridiculous. Honestly, I can't believe there's actually been 7 days in all the weeks because it feels like they're just flying past. Maybe I'm getting old. I don't know. But yeah, that was months ago now. That was a fun project, and I'm going to resurrect that at some point as well. And I want to put those pickups in something else. It's a whole other story. We'll see. We'll see. Marcia says, by the way, I'm here listening. I've got my hands full, but I'm here. It sounds ominous, but you know, as long as you're all good, that's fine. Thanks, Marcia, for joining us. I really do appreciate it. There's a good pickup builder in NFLD Vinham. I have two sets. Is it Vinham? Is that what they are? That's Newfoundland, right? See, Scott Bogfoot. And a good laugh out of Scott there. There better be guitars in my cases. I mean, there was when we got there. We all took one home with us. Thank you for your collection. It was great. We enjoyed it. Matt Churchill, hello from Clonakilty. Hello there, Matt. I love your cheese. It's from Clonakilty. Nobody who is not Irish will get that. So nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. Chai, I mentioned the Spice Girls first. I want recognition. Chai, in fact, you did today. But Scott Bogfoot mentioned something way back on the live, I think one of the first live streams, about how he loved the Spice Girls or something about their albums or their album covers, or I can't remember, but it was unusual. Oh, Chai, very disappointing. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Indeed he is. Indeed he is. What an awesome movie that is. One of my favorites. Yes, just love it. Ernie B, nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. They need to create a site where you can list our guitar birth dates that we are willing to sell. Wouldn't that be awesome to be able to type in the birth date and BAM? Yeah, it'd be cool. I mean, there's only certain Gibson numbers I know how to read. Obviously, there's the easy ones, which came into effect, 73 to 2012, I think. And then they resurrected that format in 2019. And then obviously running now. So I think it's cool, like, especially if I'm buying guitars at all, I'm trying to find out a little bit of information about them. And if I can find one close to my actual birth date, it would make me be more considerate of that guitar. So yeah, it would be a cool idea, Ernie. If anyone knows, there might be something like that exists, but who knows? Pop it in the thing there. Absolutely. Let's all drink to that. Great idea. And even though I put the beer in front of me this week, I'm still having trouble remembering to drink it. There you go. Jeff, you should talk to Jeremy, the guitar hunter. He does a show with collectors from other countries. Oh, that'd be cool. Jeremy, the guitar hunter. All right, cool. Actually, where's my pen? I use my work pen. That's fine. So I'll just, because I'll put it in my notebook that I use. This is my YouTube notebook. None of my work stuff goes in here. It's just YouTube. So I'll get to this more quicker than I will my work stuff. Jeremy, the guitar hunter. All right, I'll check that out for sure. Life of Brian, of course he was guitar repairing Messiah. He should have been. That'd be cool, guitar repairing Messiah. Just a warning, guys, the camera has told me it's at half its battery power, which means it'll probably just die any minute now, between now and 12 o'clock. We're going to call it at 12 tonight because it's been a super long week. So we've got about a half an hour to go and probably about 400 comments to get through because you guys are awesome, but we haven't got 40 likes. So if you are one of the few people who are watching and have not hit the like button, you should do it right now because we haven't got very long. And I got to tell you, there's an album or two on my list that have not been mentioned. And you're all going to want to change your list when you see mine. So, and bear in mind, if you have just joined us, we are asking, what are your 5 desert album discs, albums that you would bring with you? What's that? That's the thing. I brought some pictures with me. I want to make sure I show them all to you. Nothing exciting, just all. I'm showing them all to you. That's it. Playing Trade Guitars channel is good too. Very nice guys from your hometown of Chicago. Yeah, I've been watching their videos recently also. They did a tour of the Gibson USA and custom shop. Very cool guys. Liked their stuff. Definitely one on my list. I do watch. I got watching some of their videos last night, in fact. Very cool. Vincent, your age would suggest you need an 80s aged white custom Gibson Les Paul custom Randy Rhoads style. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't hate one, but I just have this thing about white guitars. It's like my least favorite finish. I don't know why. I'm not crazy about black ones either, but I'd have a black one over a white one. Even the aged ones where it's kind of creamy or yellowish or whatever. I just really prefer, I don't know, everything else. So, but no, I absolutely, Les Paul custom in white has a certain special thing about it, because of Randy, but we will see. We will see, Somewhere out there is a guitar that was made. My birthday was a Sunday, so there was probably no guitars made on it. But so the nearest I've found so far is the Tuesday afterwards. But anyway, there you go. But a good suggestion. Thank you for that, Vincent. Muddy H2O, the greatest name on YouTube. I have 3 Gibson custom shop guitars, and they are all fantastic. Just got a custom shop 59 mahogany Flying V VOS on Thursday, actually. But but as always, they can still be hit or miss. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They can. But if you have 3 custom shops, whole other ball game. They should be amazing, I think. I think that's why you pay what you do for them, because they should be amazing. But obviously, not always the case, unfortunately. Dua Mick Ronson, that's where Rhodes got all his ideas from. Muddy, is that a 20K V? There's so many of those Vs that came out. There's a 20K, there's a 10K. There's also a 5K version, which is just a mahogany one. So there you go. Chai Pup, I think we're talking about Spice Girls again. No, it was me because somebody suggested that all the good albums had great covers and I mentioned Spice Girls. Well, Chai Pup, my apologies. You deserve all the recognition for continuously bringing up the Spice Girls on this channel. In fact, you are our go-to Spice Girls representative person. I'm going to appoint you our Spice Girls captain. So there you go. So I hope that's enough recognition for you. Wear the cap for the captain hood with pride. And thank you for that. You're welcome. Jeff, the 5K one, I opted to get the mahogany. So the mahogany, that's pretty cool. That's the one I would go for, I think, probably. I do think those other ones are overpriced. Yeah, the pricing on Karina is bonkers. It is. It is crazy. Well, it wouldn't be Gibson if they didn't have crazy prices, would it? So, there you go. Okay. Their Explorers are more. They're 30 grand for those. You have a beautiful guitar. Enjoy, indeed. And Chai Pope has saying he's been bitten too many times. Customs are just not worth the money. Custom shop. I had a guy recently on the Fender Play Facebook group, and I was on there, and he posted this guitar of his NGD, and I was like, dude, hate to tell you, but your NGD is a fake. And he was like, yeah, I know. His name's John. John, if you're out there, nice to see you. John's a cool guy, but he was posting it, and nobody twigged that it was a fake. it had the telltale signs, it had the slotted bridge. It had the controls placement was wrong. Um, it is everything, and had all of the telltale signs. So I just sent him a message on Facebook, like, dude, look, guitar looks great. I'm so sorry to tell you this. I think it's fake. And he was like, yeah, no. We had a great conversation about guitars. He friended me on Facebook. I don't like when people do that. I haven't accepted a friend request in about 3 years. That's how much I don't like Facebook. But he was talking to me about guitars, and he was like, I used to buy custom shop guitars, 5 grand a pop. He's like, I'm so done with that because I can get a Gibson, I can work on it and make it as good as what Gibson want 5 grand for. If that's what you do, man, that's what you do. It's all good. Put some decent pickups in whatever you buy. And people are going to hate me for saying that, but you can make it sound pretty good. As long as there's a truss rod in it, of course. Yeah, get some good tuners. You know. Chai Pup, thank you so much for the super chat. That is so kind of you. I really appreciate it. And it blows me away. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's thanks. It says great stream as always. Thanks TCD. Well, guys, it's you guys that make it great. I just get to talk and have a microphone. So I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you a million times. Play and Trade will give away a green Les Paul when they hit. What is that number? 5 trillion billion million. I know. Subscribers. All right, well, okay, that was pretty cool. I'm giving away a guitar when I have 440 more subscribers. It's a nice one. That's all I can tell you right now. It's a nice one. When I get 4,750, I'm going to show you what it is, and I'm going to tell you how to win it. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody. Set up fake accounts and subscribe. I mean, don't set up fake accounts and subscribe. Do whatever. Don't watch my videos on a loop daily to increase your chances. Don't just create a playlist with 40 or 50 of my videos and play it consistently throughout a 24-hour period every day for a month. Don't do that, whatever you do, because that would just help me by, paying for the guitar. So don't do that. Don't think that's a way you can bribe me, because it's not. Probably not. Try Pope, I'm so glad you're happy that I gave you the Spice Girls recognition. I really appreciate you being our Spice Girls person. If you want to be a representative of any boy band or girl band or rock band, let me know. I will consider it. Whoever you are, you just got to make a case for yourself in the live chat here. For sure. For sure, we can make it happen. James, take care. Chord Dave, got to run. See you next show, buddy. Thanks, James. Thanks for joining us. Absolute pleasure to see you. Mick Ronson's striped Les Paul custom did look cool. Surprised Gibson have never done a signature. Gibson are working to get everything that they can in the signature guitar. So eventually, I think we might see that, Matt. So yeah, keep an eye out on Gibson, because they're very cool. The guitars, I mean, not Gibson. Gibson are all right, but anyway. Let's have a look here. Scott Bogfoot, great show, Dave. I missed the beginning. I have to rewatch it. I'll upload a photo of another guitar on your Chord Dave Facebook page tomorrow. A really pretty model that don't get talked about enough. Well, there you go, guys. Go to my Facebook page, Chord Dave, facebook.com or whatever it is. Links in the description of all the videos. And check out Scott's guitar tomorrow, and we can have a chat. I will. As I said, I hate Facebook. I don't like being on there very much. The reason I'm on it is because it's where I get news, stories and stuff. And, I don't interact there. You won't see me posting on my regular page too often. I'm going to try and post on my Chord Dave page, because that's what I'm supposed to do. That's what people say. You got to have a Twitter and a Facebook if you're going to, and an Instagram if you're going to be big on YouTube. So I'd like to be big on YouTube, so I got to have those things. Yeah, but don't tell my evil corporation I work for, because they're like, but we want you to stay working for the evil corporation. Anyway, so Chop up, such an underrated guitarist. You're saying that to Matt. Are you saying Matt is an underrated guitarist? I agree. I agree. I think everyone in this room is an underrated guitarist for sure. But no, you mean Mick Ronson. And yeah, I agree to that too. Um, Ronson and Rhodes look like twins. Same hair, clothes, body build, and guitar. I mean, they do. They have similar approaches to their look, that is for sure. Back in the day, for sure. Casino Guitars giving away a new Silver Sky Lunar Ice when they hit 50,000 subs. That's right, and they're about 15,000 away from it, 14,000, something like that. Very cool guitar to be giving away. Mine is not as cool. I'm gonna tell you that it's not a PRS Silver Sky Lunar Ice. It's not a Lunar Ice. It's not a PRS. But it is cool. And the reason I've decided to give away the guitar I'm going to give away is because, and I don't want actually, if I tell you why I've decided, you might all figure it out. So, all right, fine, I'm going to tell you. I'm giving it away because I genuinely think it's one of the best guitars to come out in the last 5 years. Across all of the all of the brands, all of the shows, everything. Not maybe all of the price ranges, okay? The sub $2,000 guitars. I think this is one of the best ones to come out in the last 5 years. So that's what I'm going to be giving away. And one of you is going to win it. Like one of the subscribers, one of the 5,000. It will be done on a live stream. And I'll give you guys on the live stream a heads up as to how to win before I make a video about how to win it. So you guys will know what to do first. So yeah, look, it's gonna be cool. Hopefully it'll be by the end of the year. That'll be super cool. Yeah, Silver Casino Guitars. If you're not subscribed to Casino Guitars, subscribe. I think they put out daily videos, which is it's great. Like if I had the time, I would love to do daily videos. If I had the time, would I make daily videos? Probably not. I would definitely do 4 videos a week. This week I did 5. No, I didn't do 5. I did 2. I did Tuesday and Thursday, and here I am on the live stream, which counts as my 3rd video. It's the first time in a long time I've actually gotten my schedule done, which I'm always saying to you, I want to do a video on a Tuesday and a Thursday. First time I did it this week. Can I get a massive round of applause? You can hear the round of applause, right? Okay. So, anyway, that's my round of applause for myself. Todd, too late. I already set up of a continuous loop of TCD's greatest hits. I approve of this. Totally agree. He could do it all. Definitely underrated. That's Mick Ronson. Al Adolfson. Hi, Al. Thanks for joining us. Never be sorry for being late because that means you're here. And sorry, guys. There we go. The camera went. Knew it was going to go. Damn it. Canon, I hate you so much. Why didn't you make a battery that lasted 3 hours? Anyway, this one is gone. Need to invest in a new battery. I'm trying. It's very difficult to actually buy a battery for a camera in Ireland. Did you guys know that? If they don't have it in the store nearby, importing one is very difficult. So anyway, I'm going to try my best. Al, the question is, I'll pop it up here again. What are your 5 desert island albums? So we've had some great answers in the stream so far. I haven't revealed my answers. We've got 15 minutes before the end of the show, guys, and 7 likes is what we need. So do hit that like button. Al, have a quick think about it there. You have 5 albums. We're going to put you on a desert island. You got a record player. You can choose 5 albums. What are you bringing with you? I'll tell you mine. Mine are kind of cool. I think they're cool because I came up with the list. So of course I think they're cool. Child Pup, nah, I'm completely overrated as a guitarist. The local cats can confirm. Dude, you're not overrated. Nobody in this room is overrated. Trust me, I know all about it. You guys are all awesome, and that's my opinion will never be changed. Muddy, you have a Silver Sky. I want what you're giving away. You will. I think you guys will want what I'm giving away. I think if I was watching your channel and you were giving it away, I would try to bribe you. But I'm biased. So there you go. Also, just for clarification purposes, I totally do not accept bribes. You're the only one who saw that, by the way. Todd Moore, if the Nashville meetup isn't possible, perhaps a virtual meet with participation from one or more of the Gibson staff and your devout followers of three-chordism. Three-chordism is an exclusive club, and everyone who joins it is a three-chordist. Money, do not be guessing what I'm giving away. I'm not telling you. The Epiphone SG Special is a fantastic guitar. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So is the Squire Contemporary Telly that I'm doing a review of for next week. So there you go. Throwing that in the works as well. So is the Epiphone Muse SG. That's a great guitar as well. Yeah. So there you go. No more comments. Let me see. Nashville. Yeah. You know what? Nashville is a place I've always wanted to go. So I think at some point I will definitely come, and anyone in that general area will be invited to come and have some beers, chat about music, probably go to a bar where they play music. I believe they have a bar or a place or two that plays music in Nashville. So I'm sure we can find somewhere to go. Yeah, I'd love to go to that area at some point. That's the city. I'm sure I can make it happen. So might be next year sometime. I'll keep it on the cards. Next year for me, as it's my 40th birthday year, there's going to be a lot of bucket list items I'm going to try and do, and a lot of trips I want to take and stuff now that travel is possible again. Miss traveling, I've gone visited some crazy places, some great places, so I'd love to. Anyway, we'll see. We'll try and get something done either way. Yeah, virtual meetups might be possible, might be something that we look into. Stop trying to guess what the guitar is. I'll tell you, 4,750. I promise you. But definitely, it's a great guitar. That's what I will say. One guitar that I actually think is underrated. Let's see. Vincent Doyle does not buy into the bullshit that you need to be on Fairy Tale Book to be successful on the tube. Be different than everyone else. Yeah, have a page. And I'll be honest with you, Scott posts on it more than I do because Scott is cool. And no, I don't know. Facebook just, there's something about it. I don't know. But I'm going to try. Post some stuff on it. Twitter, I have more of a chance of actually posting on, I think. I know. I'm on YouTube, guys. Come and subscribe to YouTube. So Al's pretty quick with his 5 answers. We're still 7 away, guys, by the way, if you haven't liked it yet. We only got 10 minutes. So like the video and we will talk about it. Or maybe I'll just tell you anyway, I don't know. Layla and other love songs. Allman Brothers Live to Fillmore, the Beatles' White Album, Cream, Wheels on Fire, and Eagles' Greatest Hits. Al, you're disqualified. You can't talk. You can't have a greatest hits. But you didn't know that because we didn't tell you when you asked what was the question. So there you go. It is, but those are 5 really good albums. So yeah, awesome job there. Let me see. Todd, hoping the giveaway is an Epiphone SG as well. A special is fine, but a custom would be fantastic. Stop guessing what it is. No, it's cool guitar. Don't worry. I got you. Baffing, applause. Not the Lady Gaga song. Lady Gaga does songs? I thought she was a movie person. Anyway, learn something new every day. Looking forward to a Squire Contemporary Telecaster video. Those guitars look great. Let me tell you, Matt, they are great. They're fantastic, and I'm super happy that I've got to play with it this while. It is wonderful. I thought it was going to be cool, and it is. I'm going to record it tomorrow. I want to put fresh strings on it, and yeah, I'm very happy with it. I'm very, very happy with it. They're super cool. So yeah, look out for that video. As I said, my plan is I'm going to do a video Tuesday. I believe we have confirmation of a release on Tuesday from the Gibsons. and there may be something else coming Thursday from one of the other companies, but that's not confirmed. Neither of them is confirmed. So one way or the other, that Squire video will be out this week. It might be a bonus video, or it might just be Thursday's video. We'll see. If I get a Tuesday and a Thursday video out for the second week in a row, I'm just going to buy myself an Oscar and call it a day. The weeks have been crazy. They're only getting crazier, but hopefully that'll be it. Todd, the Muse SG is another fine choice. Yeah, any SG, Todd, really, I believe SGs are cool, and I haven't given too much away there because I'm not confirming or denying that it's an SG. Wouldn't fuss too much about a HSS Stratocaster. HSS. Oh my God, what are you doing? I'm just kidding. No compilation. Okay, Eagles live. Eagles live farewell. Eagles live farewell tour. You can have live albums. That's cool. I have a live album. No, I don't have a live album. But you're not going to know, guys, because there's only 33 likes. We hit 37 last week. So if you haven't liked the video, you got 3 more minutes. Then everyone's going to be disappointed. Oh my God. I have a song called Muse. This is Muse on my other channel. Everyone check that out. Laughing too. For sure. Tamar, agreed. Had the pinkish one. Pretty cool. I do like the Muse guitars. I have the Les Pauls right there. I swapped the Les Paul for an SG just because I love SGs. I was going to buy one of the, is it the almond one? The gold one? And I actually think it would look great now beside the Telecaster, the contemporary one. So might just add that to the collection. Ernie B, for the love of God, hit the like button. Yes. For the love of God is a brilliant Steve Vai tune. I mean, it is. Missed you last week. Watch the replay. Too many commercials. Every 5 minutes, some commercials longer than the segment. I couldn't finish. Is that for this video? Because I don't put ads on the live stream replays. I just post them and leave them there. So if there's ads on it, YouTube are doing that automatically. So I'll go in and take them off on the replay for this one. So I didn't know that, Al. So thanks for letting me know. Because honestly, once I wrap up the stream, I just click the finish button and then it says post to YouTube. I don't do anything else with it. So every 5 minutes is a bit much, all right. So yeah, I'll take that down for sure. Or just turn off the ads. That's what I'll do on that. The only other thing is sometimes they put ads if there's a copyright claim, but I don't think I've had a copyright claim. They usually would email you if that was the case. Haven't had a copyright claim on this channel, so there you go. What are the latest rumors on limited edition Fender and Gibson? Choi, I think everything's pretty much been out so far that I've heard. There's the Jerry Cantrell one. They haven't confirmed, but it is confirmed. The Adam Jones is coming in January. There's a new Slash one going to come out next year. It's not a Les Paul. Don't know what it is, but it's probably an SG. So there you go. It's an SG or a Flying V, I think. There we go. It's a Gibson. They're going to do that. Don't know what else. The Fender side of things, Fender's pretty much done their thing for this year. Don't know what they're doing in the new year. Yet I do think they're going to continue to do like cheaper signature models. I don't have any names for it yet. So honestly, kind of at the moment, I mean, not away from stuff, but I just haven't been picking up the information because we're super busy. So yeah, anything I've heard, already. Yeah, definitely a new Slash in January from Gibson. That's all I know for sure. But I don't know what it is yet. But they got to get their Slash money. Marcia, that's so weird. I don't see the chat updating with comments. Hope you can see what I'm typing because I can't even see anyone else even after refreshing. That is weird. YouTube is such a dick sometimes. Yeah, sorry, Marcia, but we can absolutely see it. And let me see. If you purchase premium, there are no adverts. Take your pick. Sure. Absolutely not. That's true. Listen, guys, when it comes to adverts on the channel, I put 2 ads spaces on every video that I do, and they can put any type of ads. So it can be like those pop-up things. It can be actual ads, like video ads. But I don't think I didn't think they were putting them on the live stream, so apologies for that. Now that I know, I will try and take them off it with it. I didn't know they were automatically putting it on. There you go. You learn something new every day. Um, Jeff Squires has said to all the Yanks, happy Thanksgiving. Indeed, happy Thanksgiving to all the people. And yeah, we're getting there. So, okay, guys, I'm going to tell you my five Desert Island albums in just a moment, but let me get to the bottom of the chat. We're nearly there. Where? Scott Bob with Dave, even though it's late, what's your favorite movie soundtrack song that isn't actually in the movie? It's for other, either on screen or in the credits. No. My favorite movie soundtrack song is Power of Love from Back to the Future. But that is in the movie. So that isn't on screen or in the movie. Uh, I don't, Scott, I'm gonna have to think about that because I'm gonna say something that's in a movie that's actually in the credits or something. I don't know, man. That is a great question, though. That is a great question. And you guys know I love movies. I think you know, I love movies, and I love being like aware of the music and stuff like that. I love any movie with music in it, especially like as a theme in the movie. So like even that Rockstar movie that Mark Wahlberg was in and Miles Kennedy's in it, I think. Um, I like that movie because I haven't seen it in like 20 years or however long it is since it came out, but um, definitely I do like it. So um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Scott. I'll have to think about it. I'll let you know for sure. I'll think about it and I'll reference it on my Tuesday video. Okay, I'll let you know that for sure. Batfink. I've not been on Facebook too, Dave. No worries, and have a friend run my tiny FB music page. So I don't go near it. I wish I could just pass it on to someone else. Yeah, for sure. Um, let's see. Oh, Jeff Squires. Oh yeah, I said yeah. Uh, so Todd has said, Jeff, thanks. Looking forward to some good eating. And Jeff has said, and hopefully some good football. Can somebody tell me why American football is called football? Because you throw the ball, you don't kick it. I mean, they kick it like what? Every now and then. Like, I mean, it's not a sports channel. Just a question. So it should be called like throw the ball. I do like sport, by the way. If anyone thinks I don't, my time is spent between music, movies, and sport, and the evil corporation. So, and they take up a lot of time lately. Um, Jeff, what about a double neck for Slash? Well, they've done that. The custom shop one that was 10 grand. Um, my honest belief is that they're doing a Slash SG. He's been playing one on the last two times Guns N' Roses were on the road, so I would definitely expect that to pop along next year. If not, they'll do like a red SG or red Les Paul. That's what they'll do. So it's something I believe they're not going to do. It's not going to be a Les Paul though, so we'll see. Money Hey Show, the greatest name on YouTube. Thank you so much. Super chat, $20 from Money Hey Show, the greatest name on YouTube. For the battery fund, we don't want your camera dying while you're giving away that Epiphone SG. Stop guessing that it's an Epiphone SG. Let me surprise you, and let me remember to look at the right camera instead of the wrong one. So, yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I've had so many battery purchases not work out. Like, um, I keep trying to buy or get replacements of these battery things that you plug in so it never runs out, and none of them are working with my Canon. I have a Canon M50, by the way, which I specifically, this is going to sound crazy. I went to New York to buy two cameras um, last year before all the lockdowns, just before all the lockdowns. Um, the Canon M50, and if you know anything about like the other stuff I've talked about, I was into movie making and stuff. So I've always had a cinema camera for the last, I don't know, 400 years. So I went and I wanted to buy a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera, the new 4K one. So I couldn't get one here, so I went over to New York. It also worked out cheaper for the cameras over there. So by the time I actually bought the flights and the hotel for like 4 days and something, it worked out in my favor. And I got to not be working for the evil corporation for that time. And I got to check out guitar stores. Um, so yeah, so I don't know why I'm telling you, but that's where I got the camera, and that's probably where I should have bought additional batteries at the time. I mean, the batteries I bought work fine. They just are not interchangeable while recording. So maybe I'll just need a new camera. I don't know. Another reason to go traveling. We will see. Yeah, they already did double neck. True, true, true. Batfinks is right on. Absolutely. Um, was the song Back in Time, not in Back to the Future, the theme for the cartoon? Um, yeah, I don't think it was in the first one. It was maybe in the third one. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. It may have been. Um, what about a double neck? Do you think that the cheaper alternative for the than the custom shop double neck? Yeah, I don't know. They might do it. They might do it. They are charging what, 5 to 6 thousand for a double neck? It's possible. It's possible. And it could have been something that they do. So, all right, let's have a look here. B. Kelly, 1975. Hi, Dave. Vinny here. Finally caught you live. Big Guns N' Roses and Rory Gallagher fan. Nothing finer. V. Kelly. Absolutely. So, yeah, thanks for joining us. We are just about to wrap up in a few minutes, though. So, sorry for that. But listen, it's great to see you. We do appreciate you popping by. Al prefers rugby to American football. Yeah, everyone in Ireland likes rugby at the moment because we beat New Zealand, who are traditionally the greatest team in the world. Was it last week? The week before? As I said, guys, the weeks are flying past me, so I don't know. All I know is that it is currently the middle of February. Feels like it anyway. Handball was already taken. I don't know. I suppose handball was. I have no interest in any sports. Aside from women's beach volleyball, Todd, that's my favorite Olympic sport, for sure. And Chai does say, to be fair, nobody kicks the ball with socks in soccer. You guys are hilarious. I love it. That's very true. Well done. Well done. Um, what are your 5 albums? I'm going to sleep until you tell us. You're not going to sleep then, son. 36 likes. All right, I'm going to give you one more minute. You got 60 seconds, guys. We need 3 more likes. Do it for me. I know you can. Hit the like button, and I'll reveal my 5 albums. I think most of them have been mentioned. One of them definitely has not been mentioned. Um, 2 of them have not been mentioned. 3 of them have not been mentioned. You guys are going to hate my list. I'll tell you in a sec. Epiphone is selling a new 1275 double neck case. Is there a new 1275 coming? I haven't heard. I haven't heard anything about that. Someone removed a like. There was 37, now it's 36. I'm not telling you guys till next week, which is sad news for Chai Pup. He's not going to sleep until I tell you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to tell you in a sec. Yes, Epiphone 1275s. I haven't heard anything. I haven't. But again, I wouldn't rule it out. It actually would make sense for them because they're putting stuff back into the Epiphone catalog. Big year for Epiphone next year, I think. There's going to be a refresh of the core lineup, essentially. So, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all. But I haven't heard anything official just yet. All right, so you want to see my albums that I would bring to a desert island with me? All right, I'll do it. I'll do it. 37. I'll give you 10 more seconds to get 3 more likes. And we're going to wrap up on this, guys. Vincent, AFD, I'm guessing, is on your list. 10,000 cool points for guessing correctly. Dave's answers. Here we go. It is. I'm going to put it so I can see it. Three Chord Dave's 5. Led Zeppelin 2. A lot of you said Led Zeppelin 4. That is wrong. It's Led Zeppelin 2 that you pick for that one. Appetite has to be on it because it's an amazing. Sergeant Pepper's from the Fabs, because of course you got to have a Beatles album. I mean, you don't have to if you grew up in Liverpool and are just so flooded with Beatles stuff that you're not interested anymore. But yeah, it was between that and Velvet and Revolver. Almost said Velvet Revolver. There you go. Nevermind had to be on there for me because it was a big thing when I was a teenager, and I had a Kurt Cobain inspired haircut. And if I find the one photograph that shows that, I'll bring it to you. And there you go. Calling Card by Rory Gallagher was the first Rory Gallagher album that I ever got into, and I played it on repeat. It was the only CD in my car for many a year, many a month, many a week, maybe, I don't know. Calling Card's a great album by Rory Gallagher. Yeah, never mind because of, it was always on. Sergeant Pepper's was actually a very difficult one to choose. I was going to go Revolver's, first one I got into, but Sergeant Pepper was there. Rubber Soul did come into consideration. That was my other Beatles album I was going to put on. Rubber Soul is an unbelievable album, but it could have been either of those three. I went to Sergeant Pepper's because I think it's the most innovative album that they did. That's just me. Those are the albums I'd listen to, guys. Anyway, I hope you like them. Don't know why that did that. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to wrap up. Todd has said, I said Led Zeppelin before because I would need to play air guitar to the Stairway solo at the highest point on the island. Stairway. Yeah, it's missing on Led Zeppelin 2. Imagine if it was on Led Zeppelin 2. How great an album would it be then? But yeah, from start to finish, it's 2 for me. I love Led Zeppelin 4. It's a great album. I don't disagree with any of you who put it on your list, but definitely those would be mine. I think there's a bit of everything there. You got ballads, you got rock, you got Guns N' Roses. Don't need nothing else. It's all good. So anyway, guys, and Batfink, you have sent a super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You guys have been amazing tonight, and I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. Not as much as Muddy. Hey, it's not a measuring contest. I do appreciate everything, and absolutely all of you. I really do. Every bit helps. It absolutely does. No, guys, thank you so much, Batfink. That is super amazing of you, and Muddy, of course, also. All of the super chats, all of the likes, all the comments, all of everything means so much to me. I really do appreciate it. Choi as well with the super chat. Thank you so much. So listen, we are going to wrap up now because it's late and I love you guys, but I gotta go sleep because, as I said, it won't be long before I go back to the Evil Corporation. So I know I've said that too many times. If anyone from the Evil Corporation comes and joins the live chat, I'm going to be in trouble. So I better stop saying it. But yeah, I appreciate you liking the list, guys. Until next time, of course, Chai, thanks so much. Muddy, I appreciate you for being here. Todd Moore, peace and love. TCD family, and especially you, Dave. Oh, thank you. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you next week. Don't forget to check out the videos during the week. Al has turned an honorable mention. Iron Butterfly, In the God Davida. It's making me read, man. Most played song after Happy Birthday to You, and Auld Lang Syne. That's a song that people play. Just like you, great wallets, think alike. And Scott Bogfoot, I think, is wrapping up with the last comment, unless someone gets one in the next 5 seconds. It would be hard for me to pick 5 favorite decades. Well, 5 favorite decades, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and today. There you go. Mr. Robot worked for Evil Corp. He did. So do I. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure, as always. You were all fantastic, and I love you all so much. It means so much you watch my videos and join me here on Saturdays and everything. Look, honestly, you make my week for me. So I'll see you again next week, guys, and don't forget to watch my videos during the week. Tuesday, hopefully, and Thursday, review of the Squire, and I'll see you soon. Take care.